All right, now we're rolling. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Another playthrough of World of Warcraft Classic. This time it's just going to be straight up hardcore. My last playthrough with a human warrior, I clicked this little box here. Self-found mode. It was a little restrictive, a little tedious for me. I really like to use the auction house and I like to trade with the players. I like to use the mailbox, send things to my bank character. All those things help me out tremendously, it seems. I really struggled with my warrior. And I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it in standard classic. So I'm going to go back to my roots here, play my favorite my favorite race, which is the Tauren. And I'm going to go with the Shaman. This is the race and class that I've been playing in Season of Discovery, although I haven't played Season of Discovery since the end of the first season. I think I'm on vacation this coming week, and I think I'm going to just grind my Season of Discovery Tauren Shaman and see if I can get to level 40 in a week. But this will be my current playthrough for my series. I'm going to be streaming this one, and I'm not going to be streaming my Season of Discovery Tauren, although I think I have in the past, but I don't think it's as interesting. Hardcore is much more interesting to play, and I think it's much more interesting to watch, if you want my opinion. Especially when you watch a player such as I, who tends to get himself into all kinds of trouble. Alright, last time I was out, I said that I would be doing an in-character playthrough. That's not going to be this one. I think the in-character playthrough is going to be a standard server, not a hardcore server. In fact, it might even be the retail. I'm going to probably be going back to retail and leveling up my Pandaren monk so that I can get ready and play some of the expansion when it comes out. Maybe at the end of the year, I think. The War Within starts coming out. And, yeah, that's going to be about it. Let's get started here with Leoben, the Tauren Shaman. I agree to play nicely, and I agree that death is permanent. Yes, yes, yes. Here he is. Take my screenshot for the title page. There he is, beautiful. Alright, so as usual, during the playthrough I'll be reading the quests, but actually, I won't be reading the quests because I have the add-on. I have Immersion add-on, Questy, and Voiceover. Voiceover has been working, so we'll let the AI do it.
Once a nomadic people, the Tauren roamed the endless plains of the Barrens, hunting the mighty Kodo. Scattered across the land, the wandering tribes were united only by their common hatred for their sworn enemy, the marauding Centaur. Seeking aid against the Centaur, the great chieftain Cairn Bloodhoof befriended the savage orcs who had recently journeyed to Kalimdor. With the orcs' help, Cairn and his tribe were able to drive back the Centaur and claim the grasslands of Mulgore for their own. Upon the windswept mesa of Thunder Bluff, Cairn built a refuge for his people. Over time, the scattered tribes united under a single banner. Though the noble Tauren are peaceful in nature, the rites of the Great Hunt are venerated as the heart of their spiritual culture. As a tribesman of Mulgore, you must test your skills in the wild and prove yourself in the Great Hunt.
Good morning, or afternoon or night. Thanks for joining. You came just in time. Starting up a new run.
Hail, greetings, adventurer, and welcome to Camp Narash. News of your arrival spread quickly among the tribe.
I hate when he says Camp Narash. It's Camp Narachi.
Farewell.
Sometimes the AI is not so smart.
How may
And
I
apparently I'm still learning how to use the immersion.
You have a promising air about you and will prove yourself to the tribe. Perhaps someday soon, you will be welcomed into the great city of Thunder Bluff. But before that can happen, you must prove yourself to my father, Chief Hawkwind. Up here on Red Cloud Mesa, we pride ourselves on keen hunting skills. Tauren hunt out of necessity and for sport. Our supply of meats has run low, and we require feathers for clothing. Hunt the nearby plain striders, and prove yourself by resupplying the village.
I don't think I have a buff to give him yet. Just a heal.
All members of the tribe share in the harmony of life. We live together and work together. Our commitment to one another carries with it a high degree of responsibility. I ask of you now a humble task. My mother set out this morning to fetch water from the well to the southeast of Naracha. It has been quite some time now. Perhaps you could check on her for me while I attend to tribal matters here.
That's one good thing about the voiceover. You can accept the quest, get going, and still listen to what they have to say, which, I mean, we've all heard it. How many times now? Millions of times. But you know, to stay immersed in the game, I think I like it. Like, if it weren't reading it to me, I probably would still be standing there reading it. Don't ask me why. Is this fellow what? Oh, that was a guard following me. I thought it was a player at first. Well, at least I know there's one other player around here. All I'll be doing when I'm around other players my level is casting healing, buffing. It's part of the fun of playing Shaman, I think. Kill that thing. Oh, I found a bag. First mob, and I got a bag. What does that say about this run? What do you think? That is going to be a great sign. And it wasn't a black bag, was it? Wait. Oh. Never mind, it's a black bag. Black bags, I guess. What do the players say? Bad luck? Bad luck run with a black bag. Green bag, good luck run. Good thing I'm not superstitious. Alright, I found an item. Let's see what it is. Yeah, we'll wear that. No? Is it not? Oh, it's leather? I can't wear leather yet? What's going on? It's like the first time ever playing World of Warcraft here. I don't know, for some reason I can't even move it around.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. I don't have the time.
I found some boots. Alright. Something weird going on. I don't know what it is. Let's go to the well. Don't seem to have lag. Seem to have a very good connection. Stream data is good. Everything seems good, but I don't know. My bag is messed up. My inventory's messed up. The Great Mother Hawkwind.
You traveled all this way just to help an old woman? My, aren't you a keeper? I have traveled many paths through life, and these old legs lack the vigor they once had. I can still perform my duties to the tribe. Sometimes it just takes an old woman a little longer to do the task, but you look like an eager adventurer. Let's put some of that youthful vitality to the test. Take a water pitcher from the well and bring it to my son, the chief, in Camp Narache. Remember that even the most humble task can gain the recognition of elders.
As you wish,
Yes, friend.
Great Mother Hawkwind. Still have to kill a bunch of plane striders before I go back there. I don't like to see resist pop up. Hey, level 2. Nothing happens at level 2. Get a little bit stronger. That's it. I don't know what professions I'm going to take. I haven't thought about it at all. Alchemy is one of my favorites to do. I don't know how helpful that will be as a shaman, but I don't know. Alright, I need one more plane strider meat. The part of this opening I don't like so much is going back and forth towards the brambles, whatever they're called over there. If I don't do it correctly and I'm not paying attention, I'll have to run back and forth 2 or 3 times. I think there is a way to do it where I can go back, do the quests, come back here, and then maybe go back once more if I wanted to complete all of the quests. But it seems like a long run. This is a beautiful starting area, but I don't think it's considered the best just because of that reason. Things are spread out a little bit.
Greetings. Ancestors watch over you. The Tauren of Narache. Thank you, adventurer. You show much promise. Goodbye.
The hunt continues.
A Tauren skilled in the ways of the hunt knows that his prey is not for mere trophy. The beasts of the plains provide us with a means of survival. You will make quite an impression on the elders if you can bring back some highly valued mountain cougar pelts. You can find the beasts lurking in the hills to the south. Our children need clothing and our tents need mending. Just a moment ago, a messenger was looking for you, adventurer. I believe she was sent by the shaman trainer, Mila. If this note is from Mila, I wouldn't take long in reading its contents. Be careful.
I will seek Mila straight away.
Ow.
You carried this pitcher back at the Great Mother's bidding, I see. Your willingness to help others and provide for the Tauren of Camp Narache leads me to believe you would make the tribe proud in Thunderbluff someday. Your willingness to perform a humble task for the Tauren of Narache and your eagerness to learn are noble traits, adventurer. I believe one day you will be heralded in Thunderbluff as the adventurer of greatness. Before that, you must embark on the rites of the Earth Mother, of which there are 3. The first test is the Rite of Strength. Travel to Seer Greytongue and tell him Chief Hawkwind has sent you. You will find the Seer's abode directly to the south of Camp Narache, tucked away in the hills.
Winds be at your back.
We will meet many times in the days to come. Each time you will hopefully leave my company a little more powerful, a little more prepared. Like the eternal flame, your spirit will burn bright and hot. Go now, adventurer. Go and test yourself. I will be here for you when you need.
I've got a bright and hot
The
spirit.
spirits have guided you to me. How may I be of service?
Let's learn Rock Biter weapon. And see how many times I forget how to activate that. Well, I know how to activate it, but I'll forget to activate it. Oh, I have to activate some more bars. It's annoying how every time you start a new playthrough you have to do this. I always remember to activate my auto loot, and then I always forget to activate the extra bars. Put it there for now. Alright, I guess I'll go up and do the rites of the Earth Mother that's up on the hill here. Kill some cougars along the way. Let's see what's going on here with my bag. I could wear leather armor, but for some reason it's not letting me move these two items. This ragged leather boots and this ragged leather vest are stuck. Oh, did that work? Nope. Could I use a shield? I can't use a shield yet. So I guess I'll be adding a little difficulty to my hardcore run here. If I can't equip any armor, it's going to be a bit of an issue. Maybe a restart will help. I'm not going to restart it. These beginning levels are easy anyway. I don't think it's going to get difficult until I get into the bramble. I always forget the name of it, but
I'm out of range.
that's where I can get swarmed by mobs, and that's when I'll die. You keep my goal simple this time around. Just get to level 20, and then we'll see what happens. Because my last few characters have been killed before level 20, and it's been a little demoralizing. So we'll go to something a little more achievable then, I guess. Level 20. Could I equip these? These are cloth. It doesn't seem to let me equip that either. Nothing in my inventory can go on me. Lucky first mob, I find the bag, but then I can't equip anything I find, so I don't know what's worse. Use the mace a little more, get my mace skill increasing. Here is Seer Grey Tongue.
The Chief Hawkwind sent you? Embarking on the rites of the Earth Mother is no small task. The rites of the Earth Mother are the steps a young Tauren needs to take to gain respect in Thunderbluff. First, you must pass the Rite of Strength. In this test, you must prove your bravery by slaying enemies of the tribe. Bristlebacks of Brambleblade Ravine to the east are encroaching on our tribal lands. They ambush our hunting parties and steal from the village by dark. Show your valor by slaying these villains and return to the chief in Camp Narache with their belts as proof of your deeds.
He says it correctly. Camp Narache. My favorite is when you start off as a dwarf and you talk to some of those dwarf NPCs, and they try to write their dialogue as if they are, they have a dwarven accent, and they say the accent parts, like if he, like, let's say he says like, huh? Like the AI will say EH, and it's so silly. I don't know why they can't fix that. But overall, I think the voiceover is pretty good. It's even impressive that they sound a little bit like the original, the original voices. Even though you don't really hear much of the voices, you just hear like one words. I think the human is pretty good. The Tauren is pretty good. Some of the dwarves are bad. Like some of the dwarves sound a certain way, and then even if you come back to the same exact NPC, sometimes he won't sound the same way he did the last time you spoke to him. But it's, I guess, still in the beginning phases of AI, and that kind of technology is just going to make gaming better, I think, right up until it takes over the world. I have to take these cougars back into the village, so I might as well finish these. And if I'm lucky, I get to level 4 before that happens. So I can get to level 4, get a couple more skills before I go out there and do the wrap up the rest of the starting quests. I forgot, I wanted to really concentrate on smoothing out my camera movements when I stream. I tend to move the camera around a lot. I look around my character. When I usually play when I'm not streaming, I play like this, so I could see everything around me. But when I watch videos, this seems to be less enjoyable, a lot less immersive than if you're down here on top of your character. And even now playing the game, even when I'm not streaming, I kind of like this, being like up close. I don't know why, I thought I was my warrior there for a minute. Move in and just attack him with my mace, even though I have magic. That's alright, we build up our defense that way, right? Gotta build our defense too. Didn't even have to use the mace there. I'll come back to the same topic often when I'm playing on stream, and that's the difficulty of the game. Excuse me. I am really getting frustrated with games that are so super easy and you just coast through. I play, retail WoW, which is just mindless, going through the quests and leveling up. I tried Elder Scrolls Online. I only played about 6 hours of it, but it just got to be got to the point where what am I doing? I'm just basically on autopilot. I guess they're just trying to get you to end game as quick as they can. And the reason why I'm always coming back to Classic especially hardcore, is because of the journey and the... I wouldn't say this is difficult, especially these early levels here as a shaman. Maybe some classes are difficult early, but you know, it's just a challenge. Like I need that challenge in my MMO.
Well met. Farewell.
Why won't you read that? I guess I have to click it.
The Tauren of Narachi, thank you for these provisions, adventurer. With your skill in the ways of the hunt, you will surely be revered in Thunderbluff someday. The battle boars of Brambleblade Ravine to the east are encroaching on our tribal hunting grounds. They are trained to be malicious by the bristleback quill boars with whom we are at war. Go and slay the vile creatures and bring back some snouts and flanks so that we can make stew for our young. Go...
Brambleblade Ravine. That's what I was trying to say before.
Well met.
Alright, now do I sell all my stuff that I can't equip? That's the question. Because, they're just taking up spaces here in my bags that I'm going to need. Everything I already tried to equip is grayed out. It's leading me to think it's trying to put it on my character, but it's not.
Go in peace. I have just the thing for you.
And as soon as I sell something, it grays it out. It's weird. It won't even let me sell that.
Be careful. How may I aid you?
I can't even sell it.
May the eternal
These
sun
things just
shine
gonna clog up my bags now. I can't drag it. I can't sell it. Alright, well I'm not level 4, unfortunately, so I can't buy some new skills. I don't even think I'll have the money to do it anyway.
I've heard of you, newcomer. Perhaps it is you that will help us where others have failed. We Tauren have carved a home out of this land, but not without a cost. The bristleback quill boars of Brambleblade Ravine, led by Chief Sharptusk Thornmantle, have made our lives difficult with their continued war against us. I charge you to bring me the chief's head. He will be found in the ravine to the east in their makeshift village.
Brambleback Ravine, here I come. Excuse me, ma'am. Gronk. Let me ask him about my my bug, or whatever it is. I have to kill these things.
It's too far away.
Oh, he's not having the same issue. I think it's the black bag. Cursed. It's a cursed run. try out my heal. If I do this enough, will it increase my enhancement? What is it? What is the line that it is under? Just restoration. I don't think so. I think that increases when I level. I think the weapon skills and defense, things like that, are increased as you use them. Ooh, another bag. That's the green bag. That's the good one, right? That lets me move the bag. Wait a minute. Maybe not. Maybe because I'm in combat. That's why. Come on. Crush it. Crush it. And level 4. Now, it won't let me equip the bag either. Bummer. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out of danger area. I'm going to relog and see if that fixes it, because I'm already full here. Didn't even make it into the ravine yet. Oh. Shady spot. This is a good spot. Let's see if this works. Let me just try getting in here. Otherwise, I'm just going to get out of the hole. Exit the game. Maybe I should just exit the game completely. Alright, that worked. Perfect. That fixed it. Oh, I can use shields. It doesn't say it. Does it say shield? Oh, here we go. It's under armor. What are my boots? Do I have leather boots? I thought I had leather boots somewhere here. Alright, that's good. I'm happy again. Now I deserve to die. I'm not paying attention. I'm not gonna die. It's not happening. I need my lightning to spread. I need my lightning to jump from one to the other. That's level 4 too. Oh wait, I'm out of mana. I might die. With the block. Clutch healing. That's the thing that the warriors doesn't have. Some classes are just easier to play than others in hardcore. I think these types of classes are better for me. You know, noobs should stick with the shamans, and the druids. I had a hunter. I think I still have a hunter. The dwarf hunter. She's like level 13 or 14. I play on and off with that character, but I had a Tauren hunter that made it to about 15 and died. And I thought it was the easiest character ever. Until you get yourself into situations where you realize you don't have the tools. And I guess until the hunter gets higher level, where you have... Do they get feign death? I think they get a feign death type of skill. They get some more defensive skills, and I guess it also depends on your spec. My dwarf hunter spec is marksman, so not the most... I guess that's not the best for survival. They actually have a survival spec, so you would think that's the one I would pick. I did pick that one. I had an orc hunter that I played on the fan-made add-on for hardcore. And he's still alive. He's like level 26. I love the lightning effects from the Shaman. I could go back to train, but... Oh, see, I knew I'd forget the rockbiter weapon. That's been off for a while now. I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Bludgeon. So in my quest to make it to level 20 with this character, one of my sub-goals, objectives, I guess you'd say, is to utilize my whole toolkit. So when I was playing my warrior, I died to 3 Defias pillagers, I think they were. One of them came out of a house that I didn't account for him. I was going to fight 2 of them, fine. I got the 3rd, and I died pretty quick, but after I rewatched a video, I had a comment on one of my viewers who said that they were yelling, use defensive stance, or they said that they were waiting for me to drink my potion. Well, I didn't do either one of those things. Mostly because I freak out. You know, I get panicked and I just run. Which is why I stink at PvP in most games. I just panic and I start pressing all kinds of buttons. So this playthrough, I'm going to try to remember everything I have in my toolkit and use everything I can. Not just to survive, but as I level, as I do the questing and stuff. But it's funny, now that I think about it, that the only game I felt comfortable in PvP was Albion Online. And mostly it was one-on-ones when the solo dungeons, you can invade someone's dungeon and get in there and fight one-on-ones. So me and my buddy used to go and 2-on-1. Poor helpless players. Then I would complain when that happened to me. Well, anyway, that game, even though it's full loot, you lose everything on you when you die. I was pretty comfortable with it. I was settling into the PvP world. But that was during COVID a few years back, and I haven't really done that type of PvP in any game. Aside from maybe Warcraft Online, that type of PvP is a little different though. Kind of looking forward to the European launch of the Albion server. I think I'm going to get in there and play that, see how it goes. Just to experience a new server starting up. I've never done that. When I started Albion, it was well into its server life, and as much fun as I had in that, it would be a new experience to get in there when there's nothing on the really nothing on the market. You have to like really look at the market, see what's not there, and try to sell as much as you can. You probably could make a fortune in the first couple weeks, or month even. Yeah, because everything in that game is player made. So obviously on a new server, if everybody's just starting, I think they stock the market with essential things. For instance, seeds. Like if you wanted to plant and grow crops, you're not going to really find much of that in the world. You have to buy it and plant it. So they're going to have that stocked up, things like that. And I think they may even have starter armor. I'm not sure. Well, I wouldn't know. I never started a fresh server. We'll see. I think it starts at the end of the month. I got into a guild. They've been doing the beta. I have not been doing the beta. Something about the beta, I don't really play betas other than to actually test them. Not just to play them, because I know I'm going to lose my progression. I tested Throne and Liberty. That was good. And in the past, I tested all kinds of MMOs. And even the Throne and Liberty test, I did it for, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours. Until I started running out of things that I could pick up on that might have been bugs. Like I reported what I saw, played, and then I just went through a few hours where I wasn't seeing anything, so you know, I just kind of give up on it. Not that it was not fun, but I hope I'm not going to get in trouble for saying that. I'm not supposed to talk about it. Disregard what you've heard. I need 6 more belts. Let me start going the other way, because that's where the Thornmantle's head is. I'm going to take his head right off his body. Follow the torches. Looking in my inventory, pretty good. It's helpful to have 2 bags right off the bat. Same. That's a better cloak. Thought about starting up an Arcage Classic run. I used to play it when the server first launched. I just couldn't keep up. You know, that's the type of game you have to keep up with the players, especially when they do the housing, you know, the land grab, things like that. But I would play that just for the leveling experience. It's like World of Warcraft. It's pretty challenging, I think. It's fun. The progression of your character is fun. You know, if you haven't played Arcage, the way it works is you have 3 specs. You have, well, 3 trees, 3 skill trees, I guess you call it. And there are many different branches. So you could pick something like maybe necromancy. You could pick something like wizardry or sorcery, I think it's called. And you can create a pretty unique character by selecting the 3 trees, and then you select skills within those trees. Thought it was a really interesting system. But you know, it's a private server, Arcage Classic. And there were some issues. So I stopped playing it. I actually tried the retail Arcage. Not too many players on there. And the players that are on there are all high level. So you're not going to see anybody if you're just starting out. Well, Arcage 2 is in development. We'll see how that's going to be. I hear that it's going to be more solo focused. So they're making it just like every other MMO these days. Basically a solo game that you could play with other people running around. Which is fine. I play those games. They're fun. But I prefer the... It's funny that I would prefer the group-centric games, that content is kind of blocked behind, you know, grouping, and I don't really have the time I used to do that, but I still prefer it. You know, games like Pantheon, EverQuest TLP's coming out. EverQuest 2 even, they're going to come back to their origin server where EverQuest 2 was sort of like the first one, not nearly as much focused on a group-based play, but when I first started playing EverQuest, it was a lot of content you needed a group for. But I think that the important thing is to mix it in. Have group content and have solo content. You know, you can have both in a game. It's okay. You don't have to concentrate on one or the other. And I haven't done too much of New World, but it seems New World is like that. You can go through solo, but then there's group content that you need to be in a group. I think ESO is like that too, although I played a lot less of that, so I wouldn't know for sure, but the trials and things like that where you need to. Alright, I have all my snouts and meat from the boars. Now I just gotta get up here and, there's a lot of enemies here. I'll take out this boar first. I'll take out everything in my path and do it as fast as I can. Resist. Rockbiter weapon. Give myself a heal after this combat. Actually, why don't I eat some food instead? I don't have any buff food yet. This is not meat that I can cook for cooking. Wow, having 2 bags is a game changer. I would have already probably made a trip or 2 back to sell if it wasn't for having these 2 bags.
Target.
This is level 5. Kill them fast enough. By the time I kill everything around here, they'll start to respawn. But as soon as I get the head, I'm going to go up to the cave up there. And then I'm going to use the Hearthstone to get back home. I'll have a drink. Let's see. Look at this guy. One of the things I really wish MMOs would have that I always come back and compare to EverQuest is really meaningful leveling. So when you get a level, regardless of which one it is, it should really feel like it makes an impact on your character and their power and their progression. So, for instance, like, you know, you get a level in EverQuest that allows you to use a certain weapon or armor, right? And you get that piece of armor or that weapon, and all of a sudden you're just mowing through mobs. How should I go about this? I wonder if I can get this guy without them caring. Yeah. That's a shaman. I think I'm going to kill him first. Wow, the Thorn Mantle didn't care. He just sat there. He just sat there and watched. Maybe he didn't like his bristleback shaman bodyguard, after all. You're next, Thorn Mantle. I've come for your head. I should get in there further. I lost my buff from the seer. Alright. The worst is when you pick up his head and it says that you have no room in your inventory. And then you have to mess around in your inventory. By the time you make room and pick up the head, they respawn. And that's not fun. My magic against yours, Shaman. I win. So, you know, back to the difficulty and challenge of MMOs. It is an important thing for me, so level scaling is sort of a deal breaker. Although it's not a complete deal breaker because I will come back and play retail WoW, and I probably will try ESO again. But that is because there are other aspects of the game that I really like. But if it, you know, the level scaling is definitely a drawback. But there is something to be said about mowing through mobs and just being that powerful character in the game world. I don't like death in the game world, which is partly why I like hardcore. I think death should be final in the game. There were some games that were clever about it. You know, when you were defeated in combat, you didn't actually die. You were knocked out or, you know, defeated or whatever it is, that your character didn't actually die. Keeps you, if you're a role player, immersed, you know. Or games like Rift that, or not only Rift, but Fallen Earth, where you were a clone, so that if you died, you'd just be recloned. And Rift had, I forget what you would call the Rift, but you were basically a character that they were already brought back from the dead to serve some purpose, so they really couldn't be killed. But in Warcraft, you're just a normal character here with one life, and so if you die, you know, you're dead. But the mechanic, I guess, is the priest. The priest resurrects you, and that's fine too, I guess. Let's see who would kill first. Kill the shaman first. These guys respawn pretty quick. See? This is what I was talking about. We'll drop a shield. Pick up the belt. I don't care about the robe. And I want to pick up this thing and get out before they respawn. And I don't have room for it. Alright, I got it. Let's get out of here and use the Hearthstone. All quests completed. Let me just use that thing quick. I don't think I need to use it here. Or maybe I do? After carefully evaluating the map, you realize that what you discovered are plans made by the Bristleback Warchief for an extended siege on Camp Narachi. Ah, press the wrong button. Surely Chief Hawkwind could use this information.
Inventory is full.
Okay, that starts a quest, and I need a space in my inventory for it. Alright, now we go home. The difference in color from being inside that ravine. Everything's brown and tan, and now we're out with some grass and green. That's part of what I love about World of Warcraft, is the the color palette looks so cool.
Well met.
The battle boars.
Goodbye.
How come he's not reading it? The aggression of the battle boars is increasing. Have you sent them a clear message and brought back some snouts and flanks?
Most excellent. These ingredients will make a fine stew, and the loss of those boars should be a fair lesson to those vile bristlebacks.
I'm not going to have enough space. Well, maybe I will, because I had to hand in some things.
Go in peace.
Yeah, let me go sell now before I do any more handing in. Connie Soft Breeze.
Greetings, traveler.
Greetings, ma'am. I want that. I'll sell that. When do I get mail? Level 40 or something like that? I really don't need food. I need water. So I could heal myself and just replace the mana with the water. That's 4 silver, 37 copper. That might be enough to buy my spells.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Sharp tusk will trouble us no more. Once you have brought...
Justice has been served on this day by your swift actions, adventurer. Let this deed serve as a warning to all who would threaten our home. You have earned this reward to help you on your sojourn, young adventurer.
My sojourn.
How may I aid you? Go in peace. Greetings. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
The time has come, young adventurer. Your body ages and grows strong, and your spirit endures like the earth. I see it within you. You have wisdom already. The earth guides our people, and it speaks to us as it will to you in time. But you must be tested. If you are ready, then you shall see things only our kind know of. Seek out the bristleback shamans in their ravine to the east, and take from them a salve they use in their rituals. Return to me only when you have enough for your own potion.
Chief Hawkwind.
We shall meet again. You have passed the first test of the rights of the Earth Mother. The tribe will be proud.
Mace Arcane. I think the last time I think in Season of Discovery, my shaman is doing mace and shield. I think that's what I'm going to do again here. I like the look of the cane. I like having a two-handed weapon. But this shield is going to offer some more protection.
For you to continue with the rights of the Earth Mother, you must pass 2 more tests. It is time for you to broaden your experience, adventurer. Travel to Bloodhoof Village and seek out the chief, Bane Bloodhoof, son of Cairn. There you may continue your journey and earn the acceptance of the elders of Thunderbluff. Take this totem to Bane. He will recognize my carvings and help you on your path. Follow the road out of Camp Narakh and travel with haste. Do not stray, or you will lose your way.
It's Camp Narachi.
May the Eternal Sun.
This is quite alarming indeed. But with this information, we can call on our brethren from Bloodhoof Village to help thwart the attack. You have saved the lives of many Tauren, adventurer.
It is my duty. Alright. Equip that new mace, and we'll equip this new shield.
Pam. Be careful.
And then we'll level up. We'll do some leveling up. Hello, Mila.
The spirits have guided you to me. How may I be of service?
Teach me the ways of the spirits. Earth Shock. Instantly shocks the target with concussive force, causing 17 to 20 nature damage. It also interrupts spell casting and prevents any spell in that school from being cast for 2 seconds. It's a good one. Rank 2 Healing Wave is not to level 6, and the Totem is not to level 6. That's it.
Winds be at your back.
Let's equip my Earth Shock. All right, so did I do this correctly now that I don't have to go back to the ravine? I don't think. I think I did it in one shot. I think it's because I had the bags. The reason why I probably come back and forth is to sell. And because of the bag space, I was able to just do it. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, no. I have to go back to kill shamans. I knew it. So you have to go back at least once. You come back here, hand in, get this quest, and go back and kill shamans. Those bastards. Well, now I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill them all. Look how slow the Tauren runs. Probably not slower than any other character. He's just big. You ever drive around in a Suburban and you're doing like 65 down the highway and you think, why am I going so slow? Well, it's because you're in a big ass car. And I need another coffee. My coffee ran out a long time ago. It's depressing. Need to have a coffee maker like right next to me right here. Rites of the Earth Mother. That's bringing me to Bloodhoof Village. So Call of the Earth is the only thing left here. It's my Shaman quest. Bring 2 applications of Ritual Salve to Seer Ravenfeather in Camp Narachi. I have to kill the bristleback shamans. Take from them their salve they use in their rituals. Now that I look at his coat, it looks like he's kind of greenish. I think I picked that like muddy green color, which I usually don't like, but I don't know, it seems okay. Yeah, it looks green from here. Almost like a puke green. So this would have been difficult to stay in character. I know I kind of said I was going to do it, but I thought about it and I was like, in a hardcore run, especially when I'm not playing with friends or other role players, like how would I go about doing this without having like a dialogue prepared? And that's what I said I would do. The last time I did it, I did an in-character playthrough with a dwarf paladin in EverQuest on P99. And it went alright like I sort of was prepared. I talked about his background a little bit. I talked about his plans, like what he wanted to set out to do. And until I ran out of things to say, and then it was just like, I shall pound the skeleton with my sword. You know, it was getting to be silly. So I think it's going to have to be something like either I play with other people who are going to be interacting, or I have something prepared, almost like a story to tell while I'm leveling up. Because otherwise, what am I going to do? You know, shout at my targets, and it's just going to be boring and stupid. I think the best bet will be Star Wars Galaxies, because I did install Star Wars Galaxies Infinity server, and there are players on it, and there are player cities. In fact, they made it so that when you make your character, you can pick a player city to spawn into instead of like a normal city, Corellia or you know, something like that. So when I logged in for the first time, I went into the cantina and there were players everywhere. And there's one thing for sure, if you play Star Wars Galaxies, you are going to run into role players. I don't even think there are shamans this way. I have to go this way. Always follow the torches. And I'm lost. So yeah, maybe that'll be the best game for an in-character playthrough of Star Wars Galaxies. I play a Twi'lek Scout. I'm gonna try to master Scout. I think I'm gonna kind of mimic what I did when I originally played the game. I was a Scout, and then I went into cooking. And I got to Grandmaster Cook. I was a bartender in a cantina in a player-made city. And it was fun. Made a lot of credits selling goods. Had a factory set up. I mean, it was great. All right, level 6. So here's where my skill increased in Restoration, Elemental Combat, and Enhancement. Boom. Give me mana. Give me mana, I want to blast them. I have the mana. What a handsome lad. He has blue eyes? I didn't realize he had blue eyes. He's got nice white horns. Get some mana back. Hang a hard right and get those shamans that are going up the road into that cave. I probably will have to kill more than 2 of them because I have to take something from them. They may not drop it. There are more shamans up on the hill back there too. And there's one. Let me go over and interrupt them. I'm gonna be too late. Got him. Easy to beat the Shamans now that I have Earth Shock. It's got decent range too. I thought you had to be in melee range to use it, but that's the. Well, I didn't even have it here. That's the War Stomp. War Stomp, you have to be within. Is that 8 yards? Unless this guy doesn't want any part of me. Look, he's like, nope, I don't want to attack him. He's badass. I don't get interrupted much. I can cast my lightning bolt pretty much at will. That might change as my levels go up and I fight tougher monsters. I need one more salve. Let's see. I'll go this way. I think there are some up here in these little huts back there. There they are. Actually, I'm going too high. There's one. We'll kill this guy first. I had to interrupt myself because I wanted to get in there and cast the Earth Shock on him right away. I'm going to have to run back because I think it's 45 minutes to my next Hearthstone. Oh, they all respawned, of course.
I need to target something first.
Can I sneak through here? See if I could stealth my way out of here. I don't think so. Well, they're not attacking me. Not even that high of a level compared to them. Maybe they just don't see me. I don't know. That one was pretty close. I'm not a big fan of multi-classing. Even in D&D when I played, I kind of like the pure class, but I kind of think it would be neat in World of Warcraft to be like a multi-class. Did they have that in Season of Discovery? I think they do. When you find certain runes or whatever they call them, depending on the class, I guess they're different. But you know how healers can heal now and rogues can tank, so then that makes them multi-class. Now when I create characters in MMOs, especially ones where I plan on grouping and being involved in groups often, I tend to pick the pure classes that are very good at a certain thing. So a tank, a healer. That's opposite of what I used to do. I used to play rangers. I used to play, rangers, wardens, classes that can do a lot of things. But they can't do them as well as the pure class. So like a ranger in EverQuest could tank, and I used to. I remember up on Orc Hill and in Crushbone, when we couldn't find the warrior or paladin, it would be me tanking. And I was an off healer. My ranger was decent, not great. But of course you would rather have the cleric as a healer. The Shaman in Warcraft is, I guess, still a hybrid, because they could tank. They could heal. Not sure about their DPS.
What brings you here? Good adventurer. Your return here signifies that you are indeed prepared for the next step. Of all the elements, Earth represents the foundation of all things. It is your strength, your stamina, and your patience. The Earth Mother will protect you, but only if you show her proper respect. She is the basis for life, and by observing her laws you will gain a greater wisdom. Never forget the secrets she shares with you. I shall make your sapta for you now, and by accepting it, a new path will open before you. A sapta is a drink created to bind our spirits to the elements. Fused with magic, the potion will allow the open-minded to see the elements as no one has seen them before. Your spirit will forever be tied to the element the sapta was created for, and only a select few of our kind know the secrets of its creation. The sapta is always imbibed in a holy place, and never anywhere else. Seek out the Shaman shrine to the east of here, and drink of the sapta.
Well met. Goodbye.
The spirits have guided you to me. How may I be of service?
Ancestors watch over you.
I'm sorry about that. Where was I here? I have rights of the Earth Mother. This is taking the totem, this totem I have right here, to Bane, Bloodhoof, and Bloodhoof Village. And Call of Earth, I handed in... the Sapta, I have to find Kodo Rock. That's out here. I'm glad I didn't just automatically start running towards Bloodhoof Village, because I've done that before too, without coming to see Kodo Rock. Oh, so I got a few new spells as well. I have an upgraded healing. I like to keep the old one there just in case like I'm low on mana and I just need a little bit of heal. I won't always just cast the bigger one. And I got Earthbind Totem, which is a summons an Earthbind Totem within 5 health, or with 5 health, at the feet of the caster for 45 seconds. That slows movement speed. Now, I have not really found great uses for this. So I'm going to put it out here somewhere. I use it seldomly. Like when I'm about to be killed and I drop it and try to make distance between my character and my enemies. And I think I want to relocate my healing spells someplace else. Does it not even give me... It doesn't even give me the option for healing wave 1. So if I erase healing rank 1, will it no longer be available to put on my hotbar? That's weird. That can't be right. Here is Kodo Rock. I need to use the Sapta. The Sapta. Here it is. Thought it looked different. Leoben, pleased is the earth to have you here. Bound together in body and spirit, you will go forward knowing that the mountains are your strength, the plains your patience, and the world itself your essence. Standing before the earth humbly is all that is required of you for you to pass this rite. But the others are not as passive. They may be chaotic and often violent, but such is the nature of the elements. Dual natures opposing one another, you must come to learn these things intricately. Take this rough quartz from me and bring it to Seer Ravenfeather as proof of our meeting. She will craft a totem for you, and this pebble will be the heart of it. As small as it may seem, you will come to find that size does not matter, and that even the smallest of things can outlast mountains. Be patient, Leoben. Remain strong, and seek wisdom. This is what Earth asks of you. In the end, you shall become one with the Earth. Respect it as it shall respect you. All right. Where am I taking this? In Camp Narachi. Here's where I wish I had a sprint. Press F, go fast. I have Saptasight, detect elemental spirits, for in the next 19 minutes. I wonder if these are the same original ambient sounds. It's something I wouldn't remember, but that's another thing I love about World of Warcraft. They just nail the environment and the ambience, and just makes you feel like you're in the world.
Peace, friend.
Call of Earth.
Farewell.
Greetings, Leoben. You would not return to me if you had not accomplished your task. May I be the first to welcome you fully to the first path of 4 that will forever rule your travels. If you have the stone the earth gave to you, I will give you the totem it promised. If not, then I pity you. There is much pride to be had when you fully dedicated yourself to the elements.
Splendid. The totem I will craft for you is more than a symbol. It has abilities beyond that. One use of the totem is a focus for spells. Those spells are tied to the earth, and as you earn greater and greater wisdom, more of the earth's abilities will be made accessible to you. Trainers found throughout Kalimdor will know when you are ready for greater knowledge, and will let you know as much when you visit them. But for now, take this earth totem.
Alright, I think I'm done in Camp Narachi.
I have just the thing.
Let's not sell the earth totem that I just got.
Be careful.
I think I've learned all my spells.
The spirits have guided you to me. How may
Did.
I be of service?
Yeah, I'm done here. It's time to hoof it over to Bloodhoof, and I literally mean hoof it. That's what we do. Thanks for joining me in my stream. This is just the start of my run with my Tauren Shaman here. It's a standard hardcore classic run. And my goal here is to reach level 20 unscathed and then take it from there. Obviously, I want to make it to level, 50, what is 50? Top level in classic, or 60? I forget. I think 50 for classic, right? And then 60 for Wrath? I don't remember. I'm back into Wrath of the Lich King, playing my Paladin. And I got on a roll the last few days I played. I made a bunch of levels, and it's fun. Obviously not hardcore, but more relaxing, since I could die and not worry about it too much.
Adventurer, please, I beg of you. Can you help me? I have not finished my tasks here on the Mesa. I'm in the middle of my rite of strength, and my father asked me to deliver these furs to the inn in Bloodhoof. I'm far from rested enough to complete both my rite and this task for my father. Would you mind going on for me? The inn is pleasant and a perfect place to rest during your long travels. I'm sure you'll agree once you see it.
Got confused there. I wasn't sure if I accepted the quest, but I did press the right button that time. Now, being level 6 and coming down this road can be a little dangerous if I'm not paying attention, because some of the wolves are like level 7 or 8. So, like, one time I just tried to sort of AFK it down to Bloodhoof. That was a bad idea. It looks cloudy and rainy over in Bloodhoof Village over there. I have rock skin, increases armor and stamina. One thing I sort of miss about playing classic World of Warcraft since I've been doing the hardcore is PvP. I'm going to ignore the mobs and just try to get to the village for now. And bind there. And then I will get started on these quests. Normally what I would do when I do these runs is I go from hub to hub as best I can, trying to do each within the stream. This one obviously is easy. You can do it within an hour and a half. An hour if you're a good player, an hour and a half for me. And then, but this hub will take quite a while. I don't think I'm going to finish this hub in this stream. But seeing as how I'm off from work today and I have nothing much else to do besides pack for my trip, I'm going to be doing it for a little while longer. May run downstairs for a cup of coffee, though. Stonebull Lake, I will take fishing. I will learn cooking. I will learn all of the secondary professions, but I don't know what I should take as a primary. As a shaman, I guess skinning, leatherworking could be good. I like alchemy. And now that I'm not in Cellfound, that could be lucrative. Selling potions has always been good. Although, you know, with Season of Discovery and Cellfound, I don't know how many players now are playing this. Especially on this server, I switched servers. Now I'm on Skull Rock. Usually I play on Defias Pillager, but I play Alliance on Defias Pillager, and I play all my Horde on Skull Rock, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Ah, I've been expecting you. Go in peace. Word from my good friend Chief Hawkwind. Oh, I can see by his carvings you're of a special breed. Walk with the Earth, brother. Adventurer, there are many conflicts that wound this land. It is my hope that you will not bear witness to as many of them as I have. Yet, there is one that I would ask you to seek out. It will give you some sense of how terrible, if left unchecked, even a small threat can be to the land. Palamin gnolls have settled to the south of Bloodhoof and in a cave to the west. They disrespect our attempts to communicate with them, and they slay the wildlife of Mulgore unbridled. Words are no longer the answer.
Palmain Knolls. Okay, we're gonna kill Palmain Knolls.
As the wind on the plains, you are always welcome here.
I'd like to make this in my home.
Go in peace.
else?
I've been expecting you.
Yes, young one, what can Koth do for you? The journey here from Mesa can be a tremendous burden for some, but a welcome sight for others. Which is it for you, I wonder?
Ah, the furs I was expecting. Thank you. These came faster than I'd expected. They will make good blankets for anyone who wishes to stay here. Please, feel free to stay as long as you like. My inn is always open and all of our people are welcome here. And don't underestimate a good night's rest. It can make a great difference while you're out traveling.
Well met.
The Rite of Vision.
The Rite of Vision, one of the rites of the Earth Mother, will help guide you toward earning the respect of the Elders of Thunder Bluff. Our people have learned that the land is our most holy provider. In order to take part in the ritualistic vision, you must speak with the spiritual leader of the village, Zarlman Two Moons.
We'll be at your back.
And finally, Dwarven Digging.
There are dwarves preparing a dig site to the northwest. They think secrets lie in the earth, and that is true. But hollowing and defiling the land is no way to earn its teachings. Collect the dwarven tools of digging, smash them, and return to me with the dwarves' broken tools. You can smash the tools at a forge. You will find one in Thunderbluff, but any forge, even a forge at the dwarven camp, will suffice. I sensed you would be coming to me, adventurer. I can always recognize one who is trying to pass the rites of the Earth Mother. In order to pass through the Rite of Vision, you must gather the reagents needed to make the water of the seers. I will need well stones, which can be found around the water wells in Mulgore. With those, I will combine ambercorn, which fall beneath the mighty trees in our land. These reagents contain magical elements, and when brewed and consumed before the tribal fire, will cause you to encounter a vision. Follow it, and it will lead you to the next step of this holy quest. My grandfather told me stories about his battles with a strider named Mazranaje. He told me of its demonic red eyes, razor-sharp talons, and venomous bite. As fortune would have it, while traveling across the plains, I encountered it, and it took a nasty bite from my shoulder. He was as terrible as my grandfather described. I will need some hard-to-find animal parts to clean the infection from his bite. A wolf heart, cougar femur, plain strider scale, and swoop gizzard. Hurry. Time is of the essence. Ale. I can teach you how to cook.
I only have 1 silver and 75 copper left. Here's the leatherworker and Skinner, so that would be easy. The others I'd have to go up to Thunder Bluff.
Well met. Go in peace.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go herbalist and what is it, apothecary? I forget what they're called now. Let's see if they're here. I don't think they are. I think they show up when you learn them. Alchemy. Yeah, I'm gonna take herbalist and alchemy. I'm gonna go up when I go to do that quest where I follow the invisible, like the ghost wolf. I'll go to Thunder Bluff and I'll learn them then. Whole bunch of quests here to start off.
Thank you for taking the time to speak to me, adventurer. I am Rule, warrior and teacher. You have obviously reached an age when you must prepare for your trials if you are to adventure much further out of Mulgore. If you wish a test of your strength, start by seeking out the Wind Fury Harpies to the southeast. They nestle along the mountain's edges away from the road. They are one of our natural enemies here in Mulgore, and will be a good gauge of your skill. Goblins and their servants have tainted our sacred water wells. We cannot allow this. To cleanse each well, I must create a cleansing totem. Then you must bring the totem to the well and perform a cleansing ritual. First, we will create a cleansing totem for the Winterhoof water well. To do this, the land must offer its aid. Hunt prairie wolves for their paws, and adult plainstriders for their talons. They are to the southwest. Return to me with the paws and talons, adventurer. The swoop is a cunning bird, and difficult to find and hunt. A collection of swoop quills is a badge of cleverness and determination for a hunter. If you are willing to take up this task, then enter the plains and hunt the swoop. Bring me their quills, and bring honor to your clan. The swoops may be found anywhere in Mulgore, but your eyes must be sharp to spot them, and your hooves must be quick to catch them.
I'm not sure if your eyes have to be too sharp to catch them. They fly in the air. Just look up. It's supposed to be an ambercorn here. Maybe somebody grabbed it. I think there is another shaman running around here someplace. I'm surprised not to see more players. Usually in a hardcore, you'll see players in the starting zones. You know, unfortunate souls that may have just gotten murdered and decided to go again.
That smell isn't ready yet.
No ambercorn here either. Bummer. Yeah, there's somebody out here. There's dead bodies. I'm going to leave that level 8 alone. I'm going to leave that level 8 alone. I'll pick on the level 6s and maybe 7s. There's a level 9 swoop, so I think I'm going the wrong way here. Here's more my speed, level 5. Last run I've met my demise, not because I attacked a mob that was too high of a level, because I sort of got ambushed. And I knew it too, because I remember playing, and before I attacked, I said, you know, there may be a mob inside the building. So I attacked anyway, and what happened is a mob came running out of the building. So it was a 3-on-1, and I got stunned. You know what happens. You just feel so helpless, and I freaked out. And instead of using my defensives and a potion, and all I did was run, and that was a big mistake. It won't happen again. There's one Talon. And I'm going to pick up this quest from Morin Cloudstalker.
A few days ago, we found a venture company caravan traveling under guard on the northern shore of Stone Bull Lake. We'd lost 2 of our number in an earlier battle, so we were quick to attack and lay waste to the caravan. We left their supply crates, thinking that our torches would destroy anything of value. But given that venture company salvagers have been spotted near the burned wagons, maybe we were wrong. Perhaps you could go through the caravan and examine the contents of the crates.
There's a druid. So the players are around. Oh, and it's starting to rain. There's another player, level 7 warrior. So this is good. I would like to group up. that's a level 9. I went the wrong way again, but I need this amber corn, so I'm just going to sneak it. Wow, look at that. Over by the well, this is the area that I need to go until I get a few more levels. This other side of the road, they tend to be higher levels. But it all looks the same out here. That's the problem. Look at all the markings. I mean, no matter where I go, I'm going to do something for a quest. When it's raining, you should get your mana back faster. I think weather effects should be more influential on gameplay. They should make it like, you know, rain does something. If it's really hot and dry, maybe you get a debuff of some kind. And you go into like the snowy areas, and if you're cold, you get a debuff, or possibly maybe a buff on a weapon. Like some like creative. I'm sure you can come up with creative ways to implement weather and make it affect gameplay. I think they're doing that in Throne and Liberty. Maybe not directly on your character, but like on quests. Maybe like I think certain quests are only available during certain weather. But I didn't really come into contact with that during my experience with it. Level 7. Tough. I like day-night. I like weather effects and MMORPGs. It keeps me immersed in the game, and even if it doesn't have any effect on gameplay, I like to see it in these games like this. It's disappointing to play a game when it never gets dark out. Now I know that this is different. With Warcraft, I could be playing this all day long, and you'll never see the night sky. But that's because they do it differently. Here, it'll only get dark when it's actually dark in the time zone that you're playing in. So if I'm playing in an Eastern U.S. time zone server, I'm not going to see nighttime until it gets dark around here, which is kind of cool. It's actually a little more realistic that way. You know, you could say it's a little more immersive that way because you feel like time passes a little more realistically, I guess. When I say realistically, it's kind of silly because I am a giant cowman in a world filled with monsters and magic. There's really nothing realistic about it. I guess I should use my totem. Maybe I'll drop my totem in the middle of a bunch of mobs. Oh, that pulls it. Now, the engine is so old that I don't expect the detail that, you know, like when your character gets wet and you see like the fabric wet. He jumps in a lake and he comes out, you'll see like that what he's wearing actually got wet. Some newer games have that, and it looks really cool. I know that this is an old engine, it's not really gonna be able to do that probably, but all those little things that just make the game seem more immersive are important in my decisions on which ones I play. It still always comes back to gameplay. You know, gameplay is the most important thing. I mean, I still play games that are 20 years old that look like crap, but they're still, to me, fun to play. Okay, this is the well we need. There's a bunch of goblins here. I have to be careful. What I really need is an AoE spell. I don't think Earthshock is. Oh, yeah, it is. No, it's not. It's a single. I should put my totem down. Just over 2 bubbles to level 7. So that's where the totem comes in handy. Just when they try to run away from you, kind of just slows them up a step or two so you can get that final whack on them.
I'm out of range.
This might pull 2.
It's too far away.
This Tauren, oh, I thought he was green at first. He just has green gloves on. I was like, oh, here comes an orc. But then I saw Tauren. I'm like, how come he's green? I think I could do this now. Wait, what do I have to do again? I think before I do before I do this, I have to get the sapta, whatever it's called. I need well stones. Oh yeah, I need well stones. There's one. I knew I was in the right place. Uh-oh. I don't want to drop a totem here because it's going to wind up pulling anything that spawns nearby. Like my lightning spell should work better in the rain, you would think, right? Water conducts electricity. So maybe like if I was fighting multiple mobs and I cast lightning bolt, maybe then it jumps from one to the other because they're both wet and the electricity would want to go to the other target. They should hire me, I swear. I think I'd be a much better developer than I am a player. Let's go see Zarlman. 2 moons. I think this is the one where he's going to create the Water of Seers, and then I'm going to follow the Ghost Wolf, and that will be perfect, because then I'll go up to Thunderbluff and I'll learn Herbalism and Alchemy. Because I've already passed by a whole bunch of herbs that I could have taken. It seems like a waste not having that when I go out to do those quests. Really should be the first thing I do is go up there, but it's a little dangerous without getting a few levels.
What brings you here?
Once you have gathered enough wellstones from around the water wells and amber corn from beneath the trees, I will prepare the Water of Seers for you.
I see you have learned to gather from our sacred land, adventurer. It will take but a moment for me to brew the water of the seers. I now present you with the water of the seers. When you are ready, consume the waters near the tribal fire. Once you have ingested the holy waters, it will take a few moments before the vision materializes before the fire. At that point, it is up to you to follow it to your destiny.
Of course, I have to take the rainwater boots. Alright. Now, I only wish there were auto-follow. You can't auto-follow him. Could anyone besides me see the plane's vision?
How may I aid you?
Brave Dark Sky seems oblivious. Now, if I had to compare this classic look to the retail, obviously retail's got better graphics, but to me, this is simple and I think more appealing, because even though retail has the better graphics and the better details, there's so much going on that sometimes I just like the basic look of the game, if that makes sense. Oh no. A fallen Tauren. There's the majestic Thunderbluff. I gotta put my macros on the bar. Here they are, my wave. Oh crap. I'm just gonna run it out here. I have my last words macro. And my thank you macro. I don't think this assist macro works. I'll put it there anyway. last shot was with the shield. Does he hit with the shield, or was that a block and then he hit him with the mace? I think that sound is the block. Yeah. Thank you, Ghost Wolf.
I've been expecting you.
Seer Wise Runner.
Be not afraid, adventurer. You have successfully passed the rite of vision. To gain acceptance amongst the elders of Thunder Bluff, you must next complete the rite of wisdom. Now that you have passed the rite of vision, the ancestral spirits of Red Rocks will give you the blessing of our ancestors. Only those who have drunk from the water of seers can gain the blessing. Travel east of Thunder Bluff to Red Rocks and seek out the ancestral spirit, adventurer.
Alright, now I'm going to get on the elevator and try not to get myself killed. I lost one character through elevator death. I think that was my undead warlock. Oh no, I made an undead priest, and he got caught in the elevator and perished. They're all converging to that one spot I was running to. Whoop, look out. Alright, into Thunder Bluff to learn my professions. I'm nowhere near level 8, so I'm not going to be able to get any new spells yet. Not even sure if I have the money for it. Not even close. Even after selling all this stuff, I'm not going to have enough to get my next level spells. I'm going to have to do some grinding. Wait till the elevator comes to a complete stop.
Greetings, traveler. Adventurer, my brother soon stands before Chief Bloodhoof, and it is my honor to make his headdress for him. I want to ask a favor of you while I finish tanning these leather straps. There is not time for me to find enough feathers, and I was wondering, would you gather more for me? You can find feathers of the correct size from the harpies residing far to the north and northwest of Thunder Bluff. I need only 6 azure and 6 bronze feathers to complete the design.
There's really nothing I want to put in my bank right now. Here's alchemy, and right across the way is the herbalism trainer.
What brings you here?
Just 10 copper. That's good.
Gold.
Greet.
Bina works like one possessed. Day and night I have seen her bent over these potions, often going without sleep or food. I know our undead allies need help, but I begin to fear she will do herself an injury. Bina works like one possessed. Day and night I have seen her bent over these potions, often going without sleep or food.
Let's get
I
some
know our
files.
undead allies need help, but I begin to fear she will do herself an injury.
Should I just carry 20 of them? I might as well carry 20 of
Go
them.
in peace.
And do I need a sickle? What do I need to... I think I need a tool for herbalism, don't I?
Ah, I have just the thing
No.
for you.
This is the profession you don't
May
need a
the
tool.
Eternal sun shine upon you.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here because I'm in dire need of a break. But thanks for joining and watching my progress. This will be continued either later today or next week because I'm going to be on vacation for a week and I won't have access to my computer, so there'll be no streaming. But again, I appreciate you stopping in. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can have a great day and a fabulous weekend. Until next time. That's the wrong macro. Until next time. Bye-bye.